Odin, Valhalla Rising. I have a question, people. After this update, I just had to update it. But the question is, what do you call someone that is completely persistent? Successful, successful. Level 36. Zael has been persistent. Zael has been completely engulfed in the essence of success. Completely. Although there is much more to gain, she has come a long way. Hopping right into it, people. Seen some things yesterday that I didn't quite understand. I didn't totally understand it. How many missions? Oh yeah, we did collect the missions in the last episode. So look, today we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna just get right into it. I haven't eaten yet. I think I feel like fasting today. I had a glimpse into the parallel universe. As before, coming here to this country away from the country as to which I first arrived, which is Thailand. I'm here in Thailand, and I had another glimpse of who I can be. Seeing that, I think that I'm still continuing to seek that individual. That doesn't show itself for no reason. Oh shit, what is that? What is that? Out of your peripheral vision. It's there. It's there. You target it. You look at it directly. Then it's gone. But out of that peripheral field, that peripheral view, you see it. It's there. It's there. So I'm a Fizar. But I'm fasting today. Fasted for now anyway. I just woke up around, I don't know what time I get up, like 5 p.m. today. Great sleep. Dream world was crazy. I seen myself flying at accelerated velocity, moving, flying, whoo, passing everything. Slammed right into a building. Boom. Oh, sheesh. Next, messed up my flight trajectory. I went to go and see two women. I was talking to them, or they was talking to me. I was in some kind of room, looked like a lab or a hospital or something like that. But was doing analyzing what had happened. So I was talking to them, and I guess I kind of got a little frustrated. And I grabbed their necks and was talking to them. But, in the physical route, I wouldn't, do anything like that of the sort. Just grab the necks just to completely induce satisfaction and euphoria whenever the time is of the need, doing yoga practices. But anyway, after I finished talking to them, I'm about to go see the Billy Goat. Seen the Billy Goat, people, good, great man. Spoke with him for a little bit, and I guess he was letting me know something. In this turn, this dream, the audios wasn't, really to the max. You know what I mean? Not to the max, but it's okay. It's okay. In the Bible, it says your presence is enough. So we'll just go with that. And it was glad. I'm glad that I spoke with the ladies and also the Billy Goat. So that was cool. But I don't remember or recall too much after that what had happened. I did recall some earlier, but I didn't get to it and record it like I should have. You started to write down your dreams, your visions. These worlds and feedings, it grants you more because you are paying attention. You are a student or a cooperative, of these divine and miracle kind of sights and views, you know. So metaverse, meta world, alternate parallel universes. They're communicating, and they like when you take note. Shows that you are taking interest, right? So yeah, I just wanted to touch base on that real quick. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about today, people. More so, what's more important is I was watching YouTube yesterday, the news. On my YouTube feed, it heavily shows the progression of the riots, of the wars. I guess that is what is interesting to me at this moment. So came across a video. It was a woman, so-called civilian, was complaining of ICE jumping out of a unmarked vehicle, armed with the AR-15. And she was like, why are they armed with these assault rifles? And so I paused the video right there. I started thinking. I was like, why would they not be armed with these firearms and assault rifles? You know, they are trying to control a situation because people are being combatants, you know, in a home country over something that, you know, it makes to me little sense of the reason for which they are fighting for. I really don't understand the situation. Like I said, maybe they have their reason as to why they're fighting law enforcement, but they are letting the people know, hey, hold up, people, we are not fucking playing. You know, this is, you know, this is serious. This is real. You know, you get out of a vehicle, unmarked vehicle, armed with an assault rifle to control a hostile situation. You know, even if the people don't even have, you know, firearms or anything like that. You know, you have to have these things as a show of force. Like this is serious. You know, this is not a game. You know, they are law enforcement, right? They are law enforcement. It's progressing. You know, it's progressing. So I'm thinking like next, okay, I guess law enforcement has their means of controlling situations, and now civilians will become armed combatants. That's what it seemed like it'll definitely graduate to. So you know, hey, power to the people, power to law enforcement. You know, hey, you know, if it's going to get to that, so be it. But you know, like we said in the last episode, sometimes you gotta bow down. But people ain't taking no knee. People ain't taking no knee on this. They're like, to hell with that, you know. She said they're carrying weapons. They're carrying weapons. And so I was like, you know what? The human body is a weapon. In actuality, the firearm is only that of a tool until being used like a weapon. We are all weapons, people. As stated before in the past episode, we are the first line of defense to anything. Our hands, feet, legs, our extremities are all weapons. They can be used as weapons to defend ourselves. Like that antelope, it's armed with horns. It's attached to its body. We all come here as weapons. We all do. We make weapons to make ease of being that much more successful. The woolly mammoth back in the day roamed the plains, huge animal, and what they say, like we was taught in the history books, you know, the Neanderthals, they had to learn how to make bow and arrows just to take these massive beasts down to be able to survive and have a better means of success of feeding the colony and their offspring, so that the human race as one can survive long into the future. And here we are. Here we are, right? If you go outside, say for example, let's bring it down a level. It's fall. leaves. You got some trees in the back of your yard. You got a nice ass backyard. The leaves falling down. They litter your yard. You happen to walk up to your window, say, I need to get rid of these leaves. I need to get rid of these leaves. You go outside. You start picking the leaves up with your hands. You say, yo, this is gonna take forever. Your back start hurting, knees hurting. You gotta save your body, long into your duration of life on this earth. Far into to your olden years. So you say, no, you know what? I need to go get a rake. Right? Now you are using the rake to make more ease of the job that you are performing to get rid of the leaves on the ground that has littered the ground. Right? You are now using the rake as a tool, as a weapon to make success for the job that you are doing. How is this situation any different, people? Start to think outside of the box. Get a more broad and grand visualization and understanding. We do this on levels. We was talking about levels every day. There are levels to everything. To everything, people. Right? So the fire on the AR-15 is no different from the rake, because there are leaves on the ground and there are people that are combating law enforcement. Right? Better yet, imagine just buying a house. You just bought a house. You paid maybe 1.5 million for it, right? You go in the house, you in there for maybe like a month. You just happen to be in the kitchen, or the bathroom. You just happen, either or. And you just happen to look at the wall, and you see like these small bubbles that are looking like small pieces of sand. And out of the hole pops a termite. You like, what the fuck? I only been in here for a month, right? You in there, you taking a poop. That's supposed to be a sanctuary of relaxation, so you can pass your bowels, a little easier and just relax. We seldom get time to relax. Or you in the kitchen, cooking up some of that holiday feast. A meal. You got a family coming over, some important people coming over, and you look at the wall, and the termites just following each other, doing what they do, because they surviving, eating up that wood in your newly purchased $1.5 million house, right? You like, you know what? Nah, something got to give. You go smack to the store and get that termite eliminator, that spray, them bombs, that jelly. You go to war with the termites. You let the termites know, hold up, it ain't sweet like that. I just paid 1.5 million, and you in here eating up the wood. You see what I'm saying? I mean, like it's levels, people. We do this on certain levels. The same thing. We do the same thing. How is this situation any different? How? You'll fight the termites, but when the police come out here and try and gain order that has been initiated by the people, right? The people brought this about, and those in government say, okay, you know what? The people keep complaining. Let's go ahead and do something about that. Because they're going to keep playing, okay, our senators, our mayors, governors, presidents, they ain't doing nothing. Why we got them in office? Let's get them out of there. The people initiated. The government heard. So, okay, let's go ahead and answer the call, right? Then when they answer the call, people don't know what they want. They don't know what they want, right? They are battling because they are, seems like they're bored. They don't have anything else to do, right? The hostility of the situation is no different from the hostility of the termite colony, of an ant colony, the leaves in the backyard that you have just raked up. It's no different, people. No different, right? But, it comes down to what you see fit. What needs to be done. This is what needs to be done. So why complain, right? Why complain? You know, maybe they say, okay, maybe they could do it a different way. Yeah, it could be done a different way. If the situation was not hostile, right? I'm sure if they would not have to be armed with such tools. If you question yourself, right? If the situation was not hostile, imagine going into a senior citizens bingo game in the suburbs, in a small community. They playing bingo and listening to jazz music. Would you have to send in a team, you know, AR-15s, battering ram, you know, zip ties for a game like that? You got all old people sitting around. You know, they done already blew out some hips. You know what I'm saying? They done already battled their life. They like, you know what I'm saying, 70, 80, 90 years old. They done already, you know what I'm saying, went through the whole battle already. They on their way out. You ain't got to send nobody in there with no AR-15. They go in and reduce a situation, a hostile situation. You won't have to do it in there. But guess what? This is not that. This situation is totally different. It's totally different, people. Right? So I understand the frustration in a way. You know, because things have happened to me as well. You know, not even being hostile. I've experienced something myself. Exercising to maintain weight. All of a sudden, you know, doctor say, you know, you got to be out there. You got to do something to keep that blood pressure low, or you're gonna have another medical emergency. You say, okay, I go ahead and do that, doc. That's no problem. I like movement. I like movement anyway. You know, you outside walking around exercising. Next thing you know, you just get shot in your back. Pow! You know, see that jelly bust out. You get shot in your back. You see that jelly bust out through the front. You got a white shirt on. Now your white shirt red. You leaking. You bleeding out. You know, bleeding profusely. So you know, I understand why these people might be afraid that law enforcement jumping out, pulling up, you know, with firearms. I understand it. I get it. But at the same time, you got to also understand that these are some things that have to happen. People are in fear, but sometimes you got to do it like that. Sometimes there are accidents. There are incidents. It can occur. I understand that. But would this be in place if they were all following the orderly conduct? You know, the orderly conduct. That same lady that was saying, okay, they doing this. They were inside of a Walmart parking lot. She probably went in there to get some termite spray. She probably went in there to get a rape. You know, understand your actions. What the Bible says. Do not talk about someone. I'm gonna summarize because I don't know the verse completely. Do not talk about someone walking a plank when you have your own plank in your eye, right? How you gonna talk about a situation where you would do the same exact thing on a different level, but it's the same exact thing, right? But it's wild. It's wild. You know, I think that if people take a step back, fully, wholly, widely examine the totality of the situation, they will gather a more in tune understanding and reason behind why this is in process, right? I'm pretty sure they would. You know, some people just have to step back and believe in one's self faith, right? To be able to jump the hurdle, cross the threshold, you know, close the gap, kind of thing, right? You know, You might ask yourself, how do I get self-faith? Through your spirit of faith. Through your spirit of faith, people. You have to have a line of trials that were successful. That way you can become more what's the word I'm looking for? More of a means to have your past doings lead you a step further into your future because you have been successful beforehand. More successes say, okay, you know what? It equals to, I can do this, right? I can do this. I can cross this threshold to understand it better. Maybe, you know, what is happening throughout this whole situation is really, you know, a complete and total misunderstanding. Perhaps. Maybe not, right? So the process to do that is through which nestles inside of you, right? You connect it to your life, to your action. You know what you're doing right now, your essences, your actions, your reactions, your thought, and the willingness to achieve by any cause, right? Through any cause. This is how you cross that barrier, right? So shall you have faith and belief in yourself, right? The more you do it and see gain, right? Through repetition, being successful over and over again, the better the chances you believe in yourself that you can do it the next time. You can cross that barrier. You can cross that threshold. You can become more of who you're supposed to be in order to gain a more in tune understanding of everything that's happening around you. Things don't have to be like that, the way it's going. But if they have to go and battle law enforcement, then so be it. You know, made a better team win, type thing. You know, made the process evolve those who are involved. You know, may it do that. But to further let you know what I'm trying to entail to you is a passage from Pesos, Volume 1. Let's get out of here. Oh no, we ain't got to get out of here. Our power's kind of high. Our health power. Pesos, Volume 1. Chapter: The warrior is never alone. The warrior is never alone, people. Right? Verses 90 through 94. Just read that real quick. Just bear with me, people. You know, this situation will completely let people know how to cross that barrier to be able to gain more of yourself, right? So greetings. Verse 90. Files and hacks were delivered to Nad as Ops tried to steal the orb. Nad tried to attempt another layup, but with no luck. It looked like the orb would be knocked from his hands as I watched from the sidelines. Soon after that subsided, pebbles and dust rose from the ground as the ground trembled and caused a ripple wave-like effect. This was powerful enough for a moment. Ops were reflected away from Nad to reveal that he had transformed and become rock solid. Let's go, Zay. Let's get out of there. He became rock solid, y'all. He crossed the barrier. He crossed the threshold. He became more of what he is. He was no longer who he once was. He was no longer that. Let's step back, right? Files and hacks. You know, this is the pain. This is the opposing instances that you encounter in your life, right? They were delivered to Ned, right? Pain is something that we endure every day. Pain helps you grow, right? As Ops tried to steal the orb, Nad tried to attempt another layup, but with no luck. You know, you get knocked down. You know, you get knocked down repeatedly. But guess what? It only matters if you get back up or if you continue to lay down. The barrier won't open itself for information to flow into you. It will not open itself. You will have to, you know, really understand that, okay, I need to continue to do what I'm doing in order for me to gain that as to what I desire, right? It looked like the orb would be knocked from his hands as I watched from the sidelines. People viewing these people outside fighting, you know, law enforcement. Law enforcement fighting the people. People are watching this, you know. Soon after, that thought subsided. Pebbles and dust rose from the ground as the ground trembled. Ooh, okay, something changes. We're talking about an alteration now. Something is happening. From that pain, those trials, those attempts that were unsuccessful, you know, now something more. It's starting to infuse with your person, with your individual, your soul, your spirit is now becoming something more, right? It's saying, hold up, a balance needs to come, a balance needs to happen, right? And it's caused a ripple wave-like effect, right? Boom! It blasts out in a circumference around you. That's that energy, people. That is that awakening that you need in order to be able to, okay, let's go ahead and go Super Saiyan. Let's turn superhuman. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and take it to this next level, right? That's what that is right there. This was powerful enough that for a moment, that's that adrenaline, people. You know, we don't get it nonstop. That will sap all of your energy. You will go to sleep. You will go to bed. For a moment, Ops were reflected away from Nad to reveal that he had transformed. Transformed, people. An alteration, transmutation, trans anything, translate, right? And become rock solid. Ooh. He was no longer superhuman, people. I mean, he was no longer human, but became superhuman in that moment. In that moment, right? You know, he was able to cross that threshold. When we look at it from the perspective of what's going on now, sometimes people gotta sit back and analyze what's going on. Some people are sitting back and analyzing what's going on. The pawns are on the field right now. The pawns are on the field right now. You know, we probably got some rooks out there. Probably got a few knights out there. You know, but the high ups, you know, they sitting back. They taking note. They watching the puppets be controlled by the puppet master out there. We watching it. You know, it's a sad situation. It's a good situation. However it be, you know, whatever way you look at it as. Damn, Zah, you getting jumped again. Get over here with good buddy. Buddy fast as hell. You seen that? Good gosh. So we sitting back, people. You know, these things are ever present. Especially, oh my gosh, they drop Zah. Trying to do multitask, do two things at once. Guess what? So I'll be right back. I'll be right back, buddy. So You know, I learned from that right there. We learn from that. Everybody learns from that. You know, I guess in this moment, I didn't fail you, Zal. You know, but this message is important to be able to let people know, what's going on. Don't worry, I got you. I'm still with you. We up together, right? But if we all gonna be together, be on one page, one accord, this has to happen, you know. So you're right back into it, Zah. She ain't had no food on her. Get that food. Right, so in a way that this is interesting, highly interesting, highly useful. It's a school, people. School. If you see it from that perspective, you know that notion, how they out there banging each other for something that can be, you know, relatively easy, for sure. But you know, you let them do what they gonna do, and it's okay. But it's gonna come to a point when people start to realize, wow, maybe I could have, you know, stepped back and really understood, you know, because in a way, people out there that's fighting right now, if they own anything, they are the president, they are the governor, the mayor, you know, they are that. You know, you got a car, a house, like we already discussed this, you know. You are the owner of that. You're not going to just let anybody, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just want to touch base on that. You know, it kind of needed it kind of needed to be addressed, right? Hey, with them antelopes again. Oh, into the bottom of Valhalla. Oh, that's what that is. Yo, let's check this out. Let's check that out. I did not know what that was. I just always see it. Hopefully we get some good rewards. Ain't that many people. Beat that Jones off. Goodness. Ain't no grays out here. Sorry, by herself, yo. Goblin maze. They want all these goblin maze. So yeah, the battle is right here. Let's get this gray over here. No, Zah. This is new. Entering the Battle of Valhalla. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, look at their uniforms, people. This looks cool. Let's go. We about to bang something, Slim. At least I think we about to bang something. Cause I don't know. First time I've ever been in something like this. Something that's treacherous. Oh yeah, we gotta go over against them. I don't think I'd be too close, out. Yeah. See what's going on. Pull back, Zal. It's too many right there. So I ain't got no bodies. Oh, they behind us too. Oh, sheesh. Yeah, Zal. There's something red right there. They punished that joint right there. All these blue running up. Pull back, Zay. Uh-oh, 1v1. I don't know if you ready for this, but we about to bang him. Fucker is strong. 17, she ain't really hitting for real. This dude got 10 kills, yo. Oh, this dude like a boss, yo. Back up, Zah. Let's chase him down. My man would not drop, dog. This dude's strong as fuck. Get out of there, Zah. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, we won. I think I get both of those rewards. Return into Vanaheim. Oh yeah, we got all our power back. That's good. All right, back to the mission. All right, let's get back in it. Nope, not about to jump me. Not about to jump me. I want to change Zay clothes today. I'm gonna put that on. Put that on right there. There we go. Ooh, Shadow of Loki. That's right, yo. Some good help right there. Good. I think when I go to night market tonight, I probably won't even go to night market tonight. I think I'll go and eat something because I really don't have an appetite today. I may just go and go to 7-Eleven and get like a bag of nuts, maybe some cashews or some almonds, and maybe even some bananas or some fruit, If you are fat and obese, either or, whatever you want to call it, and you get those moments of when you just don't feel like eating, count it as a blessing. Count it as though, maybe it's a force trying to relieve you of such capacity. That's what I'm gonna take it as. far as trying to relieve me of such capacity, such gain, you know. I've been asking for this for so long, you know. After becoming disabled, just couldn't work out how I used to back when I was younger, before becoming disabled. So, you are what you eat, you know. And I'll take it this day as eating something a little lighter, you know, with less calories. That's what I'll do. You know what? I got a story. One of my cousins that I haven't talked to in a very long time just spoke to him yesterday. Intelligent man that's been, I guess, looked at as being not, you know what I mean? People see that sometimes you act out or you show out, and it's not the way that they believe that you should be. So they kind of put you away for certain things, but where in actuality you are exhibiting a degree of wisdom, a degree of intelligence, but they have not arrived yet, you know. So he told me that he just got married, right? And so I was just, you know, thinking about the let's get out of here. So, you know what? We're gonna track back, you know, because I want to power up and regain my health on the way back. But yeah, he just told me that I don't want to teleport. I just want to travel back there. Yeah. So I'm thinking like I'm not sure if they still have that marriage thing for like people to get like a green card or whatever, you know. I don't even know if it's still called a green card, but maybe marriage could be a means to pull out of the fight and just do it a different way. You know, think outside the box kind of thing. So maybe he was telling me that for a reason, for me to associate the two, for the people that are undergoing this here battle. Just travel like this, forget it. You know. Track back, Zah. Track back on our dolo. Hopefully we're going the right way, you know what I mean? I think it's the right way. Yeah, it's all going the right way. Take it off that auto. But marriage isn't for everybody. I tell you what, it's not. It is not for everybody. Especially when it's not in accordance with those biblical manuscripts. It will not last. It will not be real. You will not gain the godly benefit. Because there's a benefit. Read it in the Bible. It's in there. It'll tell you. Anyway, I think this episode I will not gain the rewards. As a matter of fact, I think we have some more town quests. Can I accept more? No, I can't accept more. Yeah, I think I can accept more. Yeah. Nope. It's not even allowing me to accept these until I claim the rewards. But I think I'll claim rewards in the next episode. We push the message, people. You know, we unlocked a lock on the viewer's door, to allow for a path or a flow of information to see things from a different point of view. Yet it's a perspective. You know, we've done that. Hopefully, this can give you a better understanding to look at things and go about it a different way. That is of your safety first. You know, to reduce your risk. Maybe it's something that I don't know as to why people are doing things the way that they're doing. You know, maybe I don't know something, but you know, we'll all get to a point as to where everything can connect. If not, you know, the remedy, the cure is chaos. The remedy and the cure is chaos until chaos's remedy and cure is order. Right? Okay, people, peace out.